What is going on, guys? It is your boy the Pack Goat Gaming coming at you again with another video, and today we have a red purple Luffy deck profile. And guys, let me tell you, this deck is fucking nasty. I just kind of got the idea to, I used to play red purple Luffy deck back like when it first came out, and I would just rush people down, and it worked pretty well. But now, guys, with the addition of the 5-drop Luffy, the additions of the Bond Clay and the Gum Gum Giant, this deck is just that much stronger. And the dragon, I cannot forget about the freaking dragon, guys. This card is insane. So really, we're trying to ramp with our Zoros, we're trying to ramp with our Mr. 2 Bond Clays, and then we're just playing rush characters, guys. We're playing one card a turn. We're either playing one of the 5-drop Luffys, we're either playing the dragons, and then instead of like having to protect your board, like maybe you can protect him if your opponent swings like a 7 to your 6, you 2k out of it. But if they swing like a big number into it, you're completely fine with that, because you're going to end up playing the 10-drop, guys. And you're going to get your opponent down so quick in life that you're going to play the 10-drop, you're going to have a Jambé in your hand, and you're just going to be able to go for game. And in the games today, we play against some of the best decks in the format. We play against Kid, Usopp, Shanks, the Red-Green Smoker, and we run over all of them. My only loss with this deck so far was against a Shanks player, and it was a very, very close game. So guys, let me know what you think of the list. I think it is freaking nasty. Don't judge it before you give it a try, because when I made it, I was like, this probably is not gonna fucking work. But people don't expect the 10-drop, guys. Like, red purple Luffy's play a certain way now. Like, they play a more slow, methodical style with the Kids, with the Newgates, with the Beckmans, with those types of cards. But this list, people just don't expect it, and they get rushed down so fast and are not ready for it. And the 10-drop is just, it's a killer, guys, especially with the Jambé. So let me know what you think of the list. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this video, and don't judge this deck. Like, go try it for yourself. It is fucking awesome. It is so fun. One of my favorite decks. Listen, the Marco deck I posted is one of my favorite decks so far in OP10. And let me know what you think, guys. We don't have to deal with Dofi anymore. Black has gotten nerfed, and red purple Luffy is as strong as ever. Like and subscribe, and let's get right into the video. Okay, guys, getting right into the first game here. We're going up against Bob, our first victim on the ranked sim. So we're gonna go ahead and go second. Usually we want to see first with this deck. We want to go Nami into our Zoro Juro is our optimal play, but we still have the Bond Clay for when we go second. We're able to still ramp decently. So here he opens up with a Searcher. He's gonna brick, so very good for us. Here on our 2-Dawn turn, we don't really want to play down the Chopper. We want to save that for surprise in late game where maybe he thinks he can go for game. But we have that 1-drop Chopper in the back of our hand, so we're going to keep that on our hand as a surprise. He plays down the Sanji, a very good card into this leader. You can get a lot of free 6k swings into it. It's a very, very strong start for him. We're going to go ahead and play the Bond Clay, get our active Dawn and swing for 7, and start that pressure, boys. The advantage of a 6k leader is so good. You can 2k check your opponent at all times, and you can attach 1 Dawn and swing for 7. I feel like people forget how good that is. So here he's going to swing 7k with the Sanji. We're going to counter out with our 2k, keeping our life total nice and healthy, because we want to rush him down as much as we can, boys. And like, we do want to take life, but we don't want to go too low, so where he's able to pressure us and we're not able to rush to our full extent. So here we counter out with another 2k, staying nice and healthy, boys. And here for our next turn, we have our 5-drop Luffy. We have the Jambé and the Chopper in hand. But really, we just need 1 play per turn. We need 1 card per turn that is playable, and we're going to be just fine. So here he's doing some random shit. I don't know what he's doing. Attaching some Dawn with the Monet and then doing nothing. I don't know what the hell Bob was doing, honestly. But not a good play out of Bob. Not a good play out of Bob. So we're going to go ahead and swing with our Bond Clay into a Sanji. Try to clear it, because we do not want to keep taking those free 6k attacks into our leader. I really don't know what Bob was doing. This is a very unsettling play from Bob there. Maybe he's 2000 IQing me. But either way, swinging into the Bond Clay, it gives us a 2k. We're going to go ahead and play down the new 5-drop Luffy. This card is so good with this deck. It makes our leader a 7k free swing. We're going to go ahead and clear the Sanji and clear the Monet, because we do not want to deal with it. Then we're going to play down the Chopper just to protect our Luffy, because we know if, like, next turn, if he doesn't play a blocker, we can just get him down to 1 life, guys. Like, we're going to be at so much Dawn, and we're going to be able to swing like 2 10s into him. And once your opponent is down to 1 life, I think we run 3 or 4 Jambés in this list, and we're just able to Jambé past whatever blockers they put up. So we're at a good start here. He does have the Hody Jones. Hody Jones is, I hate this card, man. It always destroys me. So he does Hody my chopper and get really good value out of it. I should not have, well, I should have played the chopper, but I just didn't expect the Hody Jones. I just wanted to protect the Luffy, and it looks like he's going to be able to clear my Luffy here, which is very bad for us. Like I said, with this deck, you need one playable card per turn. That is what you're looking for, and that is all you need. You don't need any crazy combos. You need to put one card on the board every single turn, and if you do that, you're going to be in a very good spot. So here we just need a top deck, and we see the Furnosuke, guys. That is why we run the fucking Furnosuke. It has Rush, it is a 2k, and here it comes up so clutch. So we're going to be able to attach 3 to the Furnosuke and swing for 7. And if he takes this life, we're going to swing for 8, and he's probably going to go down to 0, boys. And then we already know we have the Jambe in hand, so even if he puts up a lot of blockers the next turn, if he's not able to counter out of this, we pretty much win the game, and we're still at 3 life. Like, we're in no danger of dying here. We know, unless he leaves up like 4 Dawn and he has a bunch of events in hand, we're going to be completely fine. He plays down the Smoker. That's a very good sign for us. Maybe if he played down the 8-drop Kid, we would have been in a lot of trouble. 8-drop Kid and a blocker might have done us in. But here he does not have the 8-drop Kid. Lucky for us, he plays down his Tony Chopper blocker. But honestly, he could have just left that in hand and he might have survived, honestly. So we're just going to Jambe, put 9 on our leader, swing for 15. He does have 2 Dawn up, so we're going to hope that it's not enough. He's going to go ahead and use the Gum UFO, I think that is. I'm not sure what event that is, but it's pretty good. Basically a 5k event for 2 Dawn and then 2 2ks, and that is the first match done, boys. Bob is down. Next, we're going up against the Shanks. I started the recording a little bit late. He's going to go ahead and swing for 8 at us, and we're going to go ahead and put the Bond Clay, swing for 7. This is a very interesting game. So he just swings at us over and over again, and we take them, boys. We're completely fine going low, and we're gonna come right back at him. I'm gonna tell you that. So 1 card per turn. We play the 5-drop Luffy. We're gonna go ahead and attack for 7 and give 1 to our leader. Not playing anything does make our Bond Clay kind of irrelevant. We're gonna go ahead and attack for 7 again, and we are leaving 1 Dawn up here just in case, like he has a big, like a dragon, and he might go for game. We still have the Gum Giant available, so we have a good chance of surviving here. And if he does want to do that, like, and we're able to counter out, we have such a big advantage on board, and he'll just start losing eventually if he doesn't play anything. So he's on our 7 Dawn turn. I'm thinking he might Beckman my Luffy, but then he won't be able to attack into my leader. So if he Beckmans my Luffy, like, that's completely fine. Oh, yep, that's exactly what he does. He Beckmans my Luffy. So we have the Dragon follow-up. We also have the 5-drop follow-up. So some very good options for us here. I think the Dragon is just the strongest play. Honestly, Dragon is such a good card. It can be hit by the Beckmans. It can be hit by a lot of Shanks' other removal options. So we're just going to go ahead and swing for 8. Again, leaving Dawn up just in case, boys. We are in danger. We are at 1 life, so we just have to play a little bit safe. He's going to go ahead and use Shank's ability and then give us 3 cards, I think that was. I think he gave us a 0-cost event, another card, and the 1k Sanji. So slowly getting those cards out of his hand. Here he's going to rally us, minus 3k our Dragon, and then attack for 6 into our Dragon. We're going to go ahead and save him once again. And here we're just looking for the 10-drop Luffy, boys. If we can find the 10-drop Luffy, we're in a very good spot, but we don't have it yet. And he still has a lot of cards in hand, so even if we did have it, we might not be able to go for game. So we see the Nami search here, so we can either grab the 2k or go for the 10-drop, and we go for the 10-drop even though he now knows that we have the 10-drop. I think it is worth it in this scenario, because if we are able to survive this turn, we almost assuredly win the next turn. So here we're just trying to get cards out of his hand and set up for my next turn to win the game there. So here we attack for 7. He goes ahead and uses Shank's ability and gives us 2 cards. And here we're thinking we might be able to clear the Beckman. I think he probably should have taken that life. I think that was a bad mistake by him, because if we're able to clear the Beckman here, I think we're going to be able to survive. Because we have the Gum Giant available. We have 3 2ks in our hand, so looking very strong. We go ahead and swing 7 at the Beckman. He lets it die. That tells me that he has no counter in hand. We're going to go ahead and swing 7, and then he's going to go down to 1 life. And if we're able to survive this turn, we win 100% of the time. We still have the Dragon on board, we have the Luffy on board, and the 10-drop in hand, and he just forfeits, boys. That's what you get, motherfucker. We were able to outrush him and outperform him. He did have the 10-drop Shanks, but even if he played it, I think we're able to take the game there. Next, going into our Usopp. So going through some very good decks here. We're going up against Usopp. He's going to go ahead and start with the Leo, rest his Usopp to search. And let's see what he finds here. He draws the Kyros, so that's a big no. Like, we know he has Kyros now, so we can play around it a little bit. Now, here on our 3-Dawn turn, we do have the Zoro available. We're going to go ahead and swing 6k and then drop the Zoro and get ramping right away. Usopp can't really remove that unless he has the Zoro in hand and hard plays it, but Usopp really doesn't like to do that. So we're going to go ahead and counter out with the Bon Clay. Again, keeping nice and healthy, boys. Just so we're able to rush effectively. We're going to go ahead and swing 5 at the Usopp with our Zoro. Get an active Dawn, so we're able to play one of our 5-drop Luffys. Let's see which one we elect to play here. Either would be a good play. I think the new 5-drop Luffy is a little bit stronger for Russian, and the other 5-drop Luffy just has some utility getting around blockers. So yeah, we played the new 5-drop Luffy, attack for 6 and attack for 7. Once again, putting so much pressure on him, boys. And if he's not able to pick up these blockers, like, we're going to be able to protect our board here with the 2k, and then play the dragon again next turn. Now we're going to be swinging huge at face. Here we do not care about the Zoro. We let that go 100% of the time. And he only has 4 Dawn left, and he's just going to play the Cavendish, not be able to attack at our face. And here we're going to go ahead and use leader ability, play the dragon, give 2 Dawn to our 5-drop Luffy, use Luffy ability, give 1 Dawn to our leader. Then we're going to go ahead and swing for 8, 8, and 9, boys. 8, 8, and 9. And Usopp cannot fucking deal with it. I was rushing the fuck out of him, and he could not handle it. He didn't have time to set up his blockers. He didn't have time to get that value chain going. He still hasn't even found his stage yet, so very, very good opening for us. And at this point, the game's pretty much over. We have 2 Gum Giants. We have another 5-drop Luffy. Even if he's able to remove this Luffy, we let that Luffy go because we knew the Kyros was coming down, and he was going to put it at the bottom of the deck anyway. So we let the Luffy go, just playing around the Kyros just a little bit. Knowing that the Kyros cannot hit the dragon, and he has no blockers on board. We have the dragon and the Luffy, so we can just swing a free 9k, and then if he does counter out of it, then we can play another 5-drop, play a little bit more defensively, and set up for the long game. So here, yeah, just gonna swing the 9k. If he gives us 3 cards, he gives us 3 cards, and then we have the Furnosuke in hand, we have the Luffy in hand, and then he just takes it, and then we go for a game, boys. Another freaking victory. And these games are so fast, guys. We're speed running through the ranked sim. Here we're going to get and playing against like all the top decks too. Against Shanks, against Kid, against Usopp. So we're gonna go ahead and swing 6 and open up with our Zoro again. So very, very good start for us. If you see this start, you're gonna be in a very good situation as long as you have some follow-up to it. So once again, swinging 5 with our Zoro, getting an active Dawn, and we're gonna be able to play one of our 5-drop Luffys here and swing for 2 6s after this. So he is able to block with the Hawkins. The Hawkins is so annoying, man. It is so annoying. Just trashes, especially against this deck. Like, now we're down to 2 life without having taken an attack yet. So very, very annoying with the Basil Hawkins. But we're still having a lot of pressure on him. He's just gonna go ahead and put 5 Dawn on his leader and KO our Luffy. Completely fine with that. That is an awesome use of his turn if he wants to do that. Here we're at 8 Dawn, and we really don't have a good play. Like, we would have loved another 5-drop Luffy here. But once again, guys, we're just going to swing big. We're just going to go balls to the wall, swing for 9 with our Zoro, get an active Dawn, use our leader ability, and then swing a 10, I believe, and get him down to 1 life super, super quick. Like, I don't even know. It's turn 4. It's turn 4. He's at 1 life. We're at 2 life. We have 6 cards in hand. He has like 10. But he's able to stabilize a little bit here with the law. This deck is pretty resilient. They have the laws, and those laws can become blockers. And here we just have the 10-drop. I think the 10-drop, like, nobody plays the 10-drop anymore. And I think in this turbo list, it is so strong, guys. Like, and yeah, okay, we're good. Yeah, it's so strong. Like, people forget that having 2 turns with this card and just getting 2 draws off of it is so strong. And then you have the 12k body after that. So we're gonna go ahead and swing for 12. He's gonna go ahead and block with the Shirahoshi, and then we're gonna swing for 9 just so we can get around the law and at least let him give us a card. And he takes it, boys. I think that was a fucking awful decision. Bokunon, you counter out of that 100% of the time, I think. Oh no, the law wasn't a blocker. I forgot. My bad, Bokunon. Not a bad play. You kind of had to take that unless you had enough counter in hand. So he's going to swing 8 at us. We have the Bad Manners Kick Course, so we're going to go ahead and be able to discard one of our... It's a tough choice. We can Bad Manners Kick Course and discard our 5-drop Luffy, but we kind of want to keep it in hand. So we just Rad Beam and then take our last life here. So we draw another 10 drop, and we know if we're able to play that, we're going to win the game 1,000,000% of the time. And here we find the Jambe off of the Nami search, so that's what we were looking for. We're going to go ahead and swing for 12 again, see what he does. He blocks and then uses the El Thor. We have 6 Dawn available. We have to play a little bit defensive here, guys. Like, we're at 1 life. He has 2 blocker laws. And we're risking it for the biscuit. Like, we do have the Gum Gum Giant. We have the Bad Manners Kick Course. So all we really need is 1 Dawn. And we're able to put a lot of pressure on him, use our Luffy ability one last time. And I think we're at 8 Dawn right now. So next turn we'll be able to swing big and then play another 10 drops. Here, he's going to swing for 10 at leader. We're going to go ahead. We're thinking about what to do here, like how to counter, if we should take it, and what would be the best. And I think we decide to use our Bad Manners, the 10 drop, and a 2k is what I think I decide. Because we're saying, like, if he does play the law, like, we're kind of screwed. But maybe I should have kept the 10 drop in hand there. I just didn't want to die, and I wanted to keep the Jambe and the 2ks in hand and the Gum Gum Giant. So it was a tough decision. I think maybe I should have kept the 10 drop if he played a little bit more defensively. It could have came back to bite me in the ass. So here we're going to take that 11k swing. And then he just puts all Dawn on Kid and goes for game. I think you always have to assume this deck has it, guys. Like, if I have a lot of cards in hand, I'm going to have 2ks. I'm going to have the Gum Gum Giant. And I'm going to counter out of your freaking attack. Thank you for watching to the end of the video, guys. It really helped the channel. I really appreciate it. I think this list is nasty. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. It just requires a bit of getting used to because it plays different than a variety of other lists, like even normal rush decks. Like, this plays a lot different than normal rush decks. So let me know what you think of the list. Let me know if you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you want to see in the comment section below. And with that, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you.